As some of you may know, I spend my days as a salesman in Ontario's largest Harley-Davidson dealer. It's been a challenging year so far. Sales are down, and the pressure to perform in a struggling economy has been intense. I've been feeling the weight, and honestly, I need a break. So I'm hitting the road. The plan is simple: disconnect from reality for 7 days and lose myself in the ride. I'll be taking my 2021 Harley-Davidson Pan-America on a 3,000-kilometer journey through the Algonquin Park in Ontario, the Adirondacks in New York, and the Green Mountains in Vermont. It's Monday, August 5th, 2024, and the day starts off with rain. When a brief break in the downpour finally comes, I take my chance. I pull my bike out of the garage, suit up in my rain gear, and get ready to roll. After weeks of meticulous planning and countless checklists, I'm confident that everything is in order. Or so I thought. Just 20 minutes into the ride, it hits me. I forgot my passport. I have no choice but to turn around and head back home, hoping it's the last bump in the road for this trip. Okay, now I got my passport. Let's try this again. Spoiler alert, it's not. There are plenty more challenges ahead, but that's the essence of adventure riding. Embracing the obstacles and finding your way through, no matter what the road throws at you, and finding the beauty and the serenity in the landscapes you find. Oh, check this out. Oh, wow. It's a road right in the middle of the water. All right, so a bit of a rough start to this one. I'm near Brock, Ontario. And yeah, it started off with a little bit of rain. Then I forgot my passport, so I had to turn back around. Luckily, that only made me lose half an hour. And now my quad lock mount has broken, so I can't mount my phone. Got to stick it in the pocket. Hopefully along the way I can find some way to either fix it or buy another one. And yeah, so this trip we're going to be doing the Timber Trail. We're going to be doing a little bit of the Pickaxe Loop, and then we're going to cross over into the States, do the Adirondack Mountains, and we're going to do a little bit of the sections of the BDR in Vermont. So yeah, it should be a fun trip. Today's plan is to tackle the northern half of the Timber Trail, which will take me to my campsite in the eastern edge of the Algonquin Park. To pick up the trail, I need to reach the town of Norland, where the loop begins. I've been winding my way through as many back roads as possible, but now it's time to pick up the pace. I finally reached the town of Norland, nestled right along Highway 35. It's a small place with just one traffic light, but today being Monday after the civic holiday long weekend, everyone's heading back to the city from cottage country, creating a massive bottleneck at that single light. Imagine being stuck in this line waiting for that light to cycle. As I pass the frustrated drivers, I can't help but feel relieved that I'm heading in the opposite direction. Beautiful. So, the Timber Trail. It's the latest adventure route crafted by the folks that ride the Highlands, the same team that brought you last year's incredible pickaxe loop. This route spans 446 kilometers blending paved, twisties, and gravel roads, making it perfect for big adventure bikes. There are even a few optional technical sections for those looking to push their limits, but since I'm riding solo, I'll be skipping those this time around. Adventure begins here. All right, if you say so. Well, let's go. Right now I'm savoring some long sweeping curves, but I'm starting to look forward to the pavement giving way to gravel, where the real fun begins. Well, this is more like it. While I still appreciate good twisty roads, these days I find myself drawn more to gravel and fire roads. There's something about taking the road less traveled, exploring the small, tucked away communities, the remote farms, and homes far from civilization. Sometimes I'm amazed how far off the grid some people live. I won't lie, I get a bit jealous. City life really doesn't suit me anymore. but with my family needing to be there, these rides give me a taste of the slower pace I crave. I'm enjoying this road. I can feel the daily grind begin to fade away. Nature has a calming effect, something you lack in the city. I'm starting to think about camp, as it will be the first time I camped since I was 8 years old, and that was only once. I have no camping experience, so I'm excited and a bit nervous. Okay, I admit, I'm actually going to be glamping, but it is the first step into something I want to do more often. Before we get there, there's still a lot of road left. I reached the town of Halliburton. It's 3 o'clock already and I haven't had anything to eat except snacks on the side of the road. Nothing special here, just a quick Subway meal, and I top off the bike with fuel. I hit the road again and soon after stumble upon something very peculiar and out of place hidden deep in the forest, but I'll save that surprise for later. What the? I just saw... I don't know what I saw. Like a streetcar or something? What the fuck? It's like one of those, I don't know what you would even call this. It had tires. How wild is this? Huh. How does something like this end up in the middle of nowhere? When I got home, I did some digging. Turns out this is a Peter Witt designed streetcar, built for the Toronto Transportation Commission in 1921 and served until 1954. No one knows exactly how it ended up here, but it's believed the body was sold by a scrapper and hauled up north. Some say it was used as a dining car or for summer tool storage for the local lumber mill. Others think it might have been a homing beacon for Scouts Canada. Maybe it's a symbol for my own journey from Toronto to reconnect with nature. Or maybe it's a reminder that civilization is never too far away. Either way, it's surreal to find such a historic piece of Toronto's past nestled among the trees. Well, that was pretty cool. Let's get to camp. Or glamp. This is Burleigh Road. Some roads still carry the feel of the dirt or gravel they once were, twisting, turning, and undulating with the land's natural contours. I love these old roads. You feel every rise and fall like a mini roller coaster in your stomach. Too much fun. What a fucking great road, man. Wow. Got a bug in my ear. Anyways, that road was fucking awesome. Oh man, we gotta get to this campground. Still 105? It's getting late and I realize I'm behind schedule. I need to reach camp before the family running it leaves for the night. So I have to skip the last stretch of dirt and head straight for camp. Fortunately, I can still ride Elephant Road, which has one of the best corners in southern Ontario. I've done it before on the old road glide, but revisiting it on the Pan-America will be a whole new kind of fun. of the woods. Oh, here we go. Home sweet home. Well, this is interesting. Got a nice wet fire pit over here. Everything is wet. At least under here it's dry. Pretty cool. I like it. I like it. First camping-ish experience. All right.
The place that I'm staying is called Four Corners Algonquin. They have been open for 7 years, so it's fairly new. They have a number of bubble tents, tiny houses, and safari tents, which is what I'm staying in. Each site has a silly name like Buckwheat, Chickadee, Mossy Corner, or Timber. Mine is Belle of the Woods, a little more appropriate. On the grounds they have very clean showers, bathrooms, and an area to clean your dishes. They also rent out anything you could ever need if you're a new or occasional camper. It's perfect for someone like me who is just dipping their toes into this world. I unpack my bike and get organized, with an eye on building a fire next. Each site provides enough firewood for one night, and mine is stored in this half canoe, which feels very Canadian. Now don't judge my technique too harshly. I'm a complete campfire beginner. In fact, this is the first fire I've ever built. I start by splitting some logs to make kindling and tinder. I'm also using a little fire starter to give myself a fighting chance.
My fire looks sketchy, it's because it's my first ever. 50-year-old man has never made fire. I'm reminded of Tom Hanks all of a sudden. Making fires is hard. This one's not working. I got coals, but no flame. Probably choked it all up. There we go. I think I might have done it. First fire ever.
With the fire sorted, it was time for a coffee. I purchased an AeroPress, which seems to be a favorite among campers. I did brew a few test cups at home, so I was somewhat familiar with the process. There are all sorts of brewing techniques for the AeroPress, and I even discovered that they have competitions to see who can brew the best cup. At the last second, I remembered this inverted method I'd seen on YouTube, but as I go to flip the press, well, so much for coffee. I move on to dinner, and here I keep it simple. Some canned pasta will do the trick for tonight. Good old Chef Boyardee. I don't have it often, but each time I do, I'm reminded of childhood. I sit back and enjoy dinner and reflect on a fine day of riding and look forward to tomorrow's ride. A ride through Algonquin's National Park and the second half of the Timber Trail. We'll see you tomorrow morning.